I'm starting inside Codex Desktop with a clear brief for a SentinelOps incident command center. The prompt names the exact output folder, keeps the app framework free, and asks for three files: index.html, style.css, and app.js. That folder name matters later, because the browser walkthrough has to come from the same place. The brief also splits the job into roles, instead of treating it like one giant request. Product handles the operator flow. UX handles what the responder needs to understand. Data simulation owns the incident state. Front end builds the interface. QA checks behavior and accessibility. And documentation explains how the role team shaped the app. After the prompt is sent, I'm staying with the Codex run itself. At this point, it is still coordinating the work and preparing the implementation, so I'm not opening the browser yet. The build has to earn that walkthrough by actually reaching the completed state inside Codex first. Now watch the right side of the Codex window. The Subagents panel starts filling with workers while the run is still active. You can see multiple rows appear, first as worker IDs, and then as named workers like Faraday and Dewey. That panel is the important part of the story here. It shows Codex coordinating parallel subagents before the app is judged in the browser. After that, I wait for the completed state, instead of cutting away early. Codex has moved past the active build. Browser checks passed, the mobile viewport check passed, the local verification command is provided, the web preview is available, and the 3 edited files are listed under the final response. Before judging the interface, I'm checking the same folder outside the chat. The terminal lists the generated files, records their hashes, and fetches index.html, style.css, and app.js from the same local server address. This gives the browser demo a clean chain back to the completed Codex run. Only now do I open the app in the browser. The first screen is the Command Center overview: incident status, severity filters, customer impact, responder coverage, and the main controls for starting a drill or escalating an incident. This is where we can judge whether the brief turned into a useful operator surface. The controls have real state behind them. Filtering the incident board changes what is visible. Starting a drill creates new activity, and escalation updates the command state. The point is not just that the page looks polished. It responds when the operator makes decisions. Further down, the app becomes more operational. There is a runbook checklist for assigning and resolving work, an agent workload view, a risk register, and a scenario simulator. Those sections make the prototype feel like a workflow tool instead of a single dashboard screenshot. The audit log and role notes are important because they show what changed during the walkthrough and how the build was structured. The audit entries reflect the actions we triggered, while the role cards explain the contribution from product, UX, data simulation, front-end, QA, and documentation. The useful pattern is simple. Define the product, make the role split visible, watch the subagent panel during the run, wait for Codex to finish, verify the files from the named folder, and only then open the app. When that whole chain is visible, the final walkthrough feels earned.